There are no right or wrong affirmations. There's no magical affirmation. I don't feel like there's no affirmation more powerful than the next, simply because you get to assign meaning to everything. You get to choose what's powerful for you, what works for you, what doesn't work. Like, you're in control of it all. Now that you're here, before we start the video, if you haven't done so already, I would love to invite you to come and join the free Discord community that I created, and to also grab your free copy of the Manifest My Dream Life ebook. The link for both of those will be in the description below. Other than that, let's go ahead and get into the video. So the other day I was recording a video for my membership, and one of the benefits that they have access to in the group coaching tier is they can submit for a video, and I will make a video on anything that they ask me about. And one of the questions was about affirmations, and this particular member not feeling like their affirmations are ever good enough. And I don't know, something within that video, it made me be like, I feel like everybody might need a video like that. So I want to make a public version of the video. The video is still in my membership, but I want to make a public version of it. So I want to basically explain what I do whenever I am getting ready to come up with my own affirmations, because I have been there before, where you become aware that your thoughts create, right? And because you know that, then it's like, okay, now I know what affirmations really are. Affirmations are just your thoughts, which means when you put your affirmations together, sometimes you come from maybe the perspective of, I want my affirmations to be perfect. I wanted to imply that I have whatever it is that I'm manifesting, or whatever it is that I'm desiring. And I get it. Like, sometimes you can feel like, I really want this affirmation to be perfect. It has to hit everything on the list that I'm affirming for, and it has to be specific. Like, everybody, to each his own. So everybody has their own way of, viewing that. But just for me, I know how it can feel to want your affirmations to feel, like it's going to cover everything, because you want it to be super specific and you want it to be good enough, right? And I just want to tell you that you're always good enough. Like, there's never a way that you can make an affirmation that isn't good enough, or that isn't going to work. I just don't believe that that's possible, because before you consciously were doing it, of course, you were unconsciously just thinking thoughts. You weren't formulating things specifically, or trying to find a magical way to say how things aren't going to go in your favor. So when you're doing it consciously, I feel like that can relieve you of some stress, to know that no matter what affirmation you choose, it's always going to be enough. No matter how you formulate this affirmation, it is going to be perfect. The one thing that I personally don't like is super extravagant affirmations. Like, if you've ever been into the law of attraction before the law of assumption, with the law of attraction, there are a lot of teachers and stuff, and they are also big on affirmations, but when it was me and I was in the position of just still, really in taking information and really learning. I wasn't applying. I was more so just learning and trying to figure things out. And I was so confused on affirmations for the longest time. Like, affirmations just did not make sense to me. I was like, okay, so I'm supposed to listen to this long ass list of affirmations. I'm supposed to listen to this lady reading these affirmations to me, and I'm supposed to feel these feelings to make it feel perfect so it can work. And as you're listening to the affirmations, sometimes they are just too fluffy, okay? Like, I don't like words that's full of fluff and woo woo. And I like for me, okay, this is an example, an affirmation that's something like, I am so grateful that the universe has granted me abundance and prosperity. I don't talk like that. Like, that's not how I talk. So I do believe if you just repeat that at some point, it saturates and you experience that in your reality. But for me personally, off jump, I want affirmations that just feel good to me, that feel natural to me. Shout out to Sammy, because that's who I learned this from. Like, when I found her and she was talking about making your affirmations natural to you, affirmations completely made sense at that point. When she said affirmations are just your thoughts, it's like that light bulb goes off. It's an aha moment of, you know what, that's really all this is. It's just you, instead of allowing just random thoughts to come to your mind, or instead of allowing yourself to entertain thoughts that may not feel as good to you, you actually realize you have the power to decide what you want to think. You have control over your thoughts just like you have control over everything else. The words that you speak, the clothes that you put on for the day, the food that you're going to eat. Like you're in control of everything. And when you realize that you're in control of your thoughts too, and no matter what thought you choose, it's always going to be right. It's always going to be perfect. It's always going to be good enough because you are always good enough. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to change anything about yourself to manifest a single thing. Like you're perfect. You're perfect just the way that you are. And I truly believe that, everybody is perfect in their own way. And everybody approaches manifestation in their own way, whatever resonates with you, whatever feels good, whatever feels right. You can't never do anything wrong. Even if you're contradicting your manifestation, at some point, you're still going to get it because there is a version of reality where you always get what you want. There are versions of reality where you don't get it, but there are also versions of reality where you do get it. And it's just up to you to decide that. So, I want to just basically explain to you because I feel like I've just been blabbling, but I want to explain to you my way of coming up with the perfect affirmation. Okay. And like I said, there's really no perfect affirmation. It's whatever you decide, whatever resonates with you, whatever feels good. But this is my technique that I like to use whenever I am faced with something, and especially if you're in a situation where you just don't know what to do. And I've been there, where you are faced with a 3D reality that is like, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to affirm. I don't know what to think. You could be at a loss for words, just full of emotions, you know what I mean? So, this technique I feel like works extremely well if you're in that type of situation. And even if you're not, it can still work. But this is what I do. So, whatever the desire is, whatever it is that I'm wanting to experience, I immerse myself in that reality. So, I visualize, I close my eyes, I get into a comfortable space, whether I'm sitting up, lying down, whatever works in the moment. But I close my eyes and I visualize and I put myself at the end goal. And I really feel like there's never an end goal because once you manifest your desire, you expand and you evolve, and then you become aware of new things that you want to basically manifest. But close your eyes and, take a few deep breaths if you need to. Just get in a really relaxed state. And then put your imagination in the reality where you have exactly whatever it is that you want. If it's something that you want to experience with a person, visualize that person in front of you. Visualize the money in your account. Visualize yourself on stage. Visualize yourself winning the award. Visualize yourself at the altar. Like whatever it is, visualize yourself being there. Really feel those feelings, even though you don't have to feel anything. This is just a feel good exercise, okay? Feel the feelings, really immerse yourself in it. And don't get me wrong, this is not a feel it real to manifest kind of deal. It is just the same way you can get so immersed in a movie, a story, sports, you're so engaged with something that you're viewing. That's the same thing that you're doing here. You're closing your eyes and you're viewing your manifestation as if it's right there with you right now. Like you are experiencing it in this very moment. So just take a minute to do that, right? Put yourself in that position. What does life look like having this thing? Now that you have experienced this thing and you have put yourself in position to really fully feel it, believe it, experience it, see it, whatever resonates, then what I want you to do is describe it to the first person that you're going to call. You're going to call your best friend, your sibling, your parents, a coworker, your spouse, like whoever you're going to call to explain how amazing it is to have this desire, how amazing it is to be experiencing this thing right now. When you call them, what are the first things that you're going to say to them? So just to give you an example of what I'm talking about here, let's just say you're manifesting an SP, right? So you're going to go into your imagination. You're going to visualize you and your SP, whatever it is that you're wanting from them. More communication. You want to go on dates. You want them to treat you a certain way, whatever. So let's just say you're on a date with your SP and you're visualizing this. You're seeing yourself sitting across from them. Maybe you're in a nice restaurant. You're outside by a body of water, whatever. And then you are hearing your SP telling you all of the affirmations that you have been affirming. They're literally just repeating your affirmations back to you. And how, like, notice how it feels in that moment. How does it make you feel? What are the thoughts that you're thinking in that moment? Like, you're literally experiencing this reality in your imagination. And from there, because now you have immersed yourself in that and you are feeling the feelings, you can now go call your best friend, okay? Or whoever you're going to tell you just had the most amazing date. And what are you going to go and tell your best friend when you call them? My SP is so amazing. They are the best person on this earth. They treat me so kind. My SP is so in love with me, like you won't believe what they were saying to me. Whatever it is that you're going to say, however you would describe having your desire to your best friend in at least 3 sentences or less, in my opinion, those sentences are going to be your affirmations, because that is how you would naturally be speaking as the version of yourself who has that thing. Now, I intend that that makes sense, and I intend that I didn't lose you or talk too much or go all the way around the world. But if I did, just to simplify it, in my opinion, the easiest way to come up with the most perfect affirmation that resonates the most with you is to just think of your desire and describe having your desire however you would tell somebody, however you would explain it to somebody. That is you speaking from the version of you who has it now, and that is the most natural way that you would think about having this particular manifestation. So even if it's money and you want to win the lottery, you're going to go and tell whoever, oh my gosh, I am so rich, I just won the lottery. And if that's what you're going to say, then guess what? That's how you want to affirm to yourself. That's the affirmation you want to use. Oh my gosh, I'm so rich, I just won the lottery. Oh my gosh, you won't believe this, I just won the lottery. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this, I just won the lottery. Like, what are those first ways that you're going to explain it? I feel like that is what resonates the most with you. And although, like I said, there are no right or wrong affirmations, there's no magical affirmation. I don't feel like there's no affirmation more powerful than the next, simply because you get to assign meaning to everything. You get to choose what's powerful for you, what works for you, what doesn't work. Like, you're in control of it all. So if this type of technique resonates with you, I definitely say go for it and try, especially if you've had issues with maybe trying to figure out what affirmation you want to use. Sometimes you're just stuck and you really don't know what to say or how to describe, having your desire. So to make it easier, visualize yourself being there already. Visualize yourself being in your desire, experiencing your manifestation. And I mean, that's even a technique in itself, because your subconscious is going to believe that that is a real experience. And that's why you start to feel the feelings, and you don't have to force anything. Like, if you go into the visualization and you don't feel any feelings, you don't have to try to make them come up and force false feelings. No, just go through the visualizations. Do what feels good. Do what feels right. But if feelings start coming up, then absolutely, like, lean into that. Because for me personally, if I want to experience something in my imagination first to help me understand what it's like to have this thing, then I will absolutely go and visualize having it, because it for one relieves stress for me. It stops me from overthinking, because I really feel like I'm there right now. And the beautiful thing is, you literally are, because you're the one choosing what reality you're in all the time. So I feel like that's a super easy technique to try. Just visualize and then pick your affirmations from there. Okay, however you would describe it, those are your affirmations. And now that you have your affirmations, what do you do next? You choose whatever technique you want to use. So whether you want to affirm all day, whether you want to script these affirmations, whether you want to put those affirmations in ChatGPT and ask them to create a story for you using these affirmations so you can read it every day, like, whatever resonates. There's no right or wrong technique either. It's all about you and what you want to do, what makes you feel good, what makes you happy. And I will say this, I also am not a firm believer in changing your affirmations. Like, once you have these affirmations, just stick to them. Just stick to them and repeat them as often as you need to. I feel like if you start to think, well, maybe I need to change my affirmations because they're not working, or maybe I need to change my affirmations because they're not detailed enough, or maybe my subconscious doesn't understand what I'm implying here. Those are all just assumptions. Everything that you do is an assumption, it's just a decision. So I would definitely advise to maybe reroute yourself, reroute your thoughts, reroute your way of thinking, because your affirmations are absolutely powerful. So you don't have to change them if you become aware of certain things like that. Just remind yourself, absolutely not. My affirmations are perfect because everything works for me. Everything always works in my favor. Like, keep yourself in that state of being, right? Don't allow yourself to slip out of it and to think that you're not doing enough, because you're always doing enough. You're more than enough. And I also do feel like it is okay to change your affirmations as well, but I feel like it's okay to change your affirmations if a new thought just comes to you. So let's say you do the visualization technique, you know exactly what you would explain to your friend or whoever, how you have this desire, and now you have your affirmations and you've been affirming them and you're sticking to them, and now a new thought comes to mind and that resonates with you even more deeply and it feels even better. Absolutely, I believe you should take that affirmation and start affirming it. Like, why not? Because if you know that whatever state of being you're assuming, that's the natural thoughts that you're going to be thinking. So if you have a new natural thought that you've never thought before that's implying you have your desire, absolutely. That, to me, that's a good sign. Even though you don't need signs, that is still a good sign, because it's showing you that you're assuming a new state of being. And because you're assuming this new state of being, now you have new thoughts that are coming to you that are aligned with who you are in that very moment. So yeah, if you have a new thought that comes to you and it resonates a little bit more deeply or it feels a little bit better, then absolutely take that affirmation and run with it, because it's not you sitting down and pondering, maybe I should change them because it's not good enough. It's you just becoming aware of a brand new thought from your brand new state of being. So that's pretty much it. Whatever you take from this video, just remember that no matter what your affirmations are, they are always perfect, okay? You don't have to be super detailed. You don't have to worry about if your subconscious understands you or if it's going to pick up on what you're implying, because you know you better than you know yourself. Like, your higher self knows exactly what you want and knows everything about you. So as however detailed or non-detailed your affirmation is, it's perfectly fine. Don't stress about it. Don't worry about it, because you got this. Whatever affirmations you choose, they're always going to be perfect, okay? So if you have any questions or comments for me, please leave them down below. And also, if you have any like video topics or anything specific that you want me to talk about next week, I kind of need some suggestions. So can y'all leave me a comment down below and let me know what you want me to talk about in a video? If you're interested in getting any services from me, I offer phone and email coaching. I also have group coaching through YouTube and Patreon. And then if you want to work more self-paced and more on your own and you need some accountability because you're not being consistent and you're not being disciplined in your own affirmations, then I did create a 30-day consistency and discipline workshop. The link for everything will be in the description below. If you watch this video until the end, I appreciate you so much, and I will see y'all in the next video.